When speaking about our favorite fizzy fountain soda pops, Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda is unlikely to ever come up. You won't find it in any American soda shops, pharmacies, grocery stores, or freestyle machines. In fact, unless you are a soda pop historian, you have probably never even heard of it. A promising beverage with a troubled past, Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda is just one of the many subsidiaries held by the bite-size gaming conglomerate. Such being so, it is important for all shareholders, employees, and board members to familiarize themselves with all products under the BSG moniker. The Fizzy Pop Slurpin story begins with Clayton Maxwell Bexley I, born 1832, died 1904, an industrialist, oil tycoon, railroad magnate, and grandfather to BSG board member C.M. Bexley III. While absorbing a competing oil and mineral rights firm into his portfolio, Bexley made acquaintance with a gentleman by the name of Dr. Ernest Fizzleworth. Dr. Fizzleworth, while working as a petroleum geologist, discovered that by combining water, sugar, food-grade petroleum products, and select premium flavoring agents using his patented hydrocarbon dioxide fizzifying process, could create a fizzy effervescent beverage with a rich, smooth, long-lasting finish. Immediately mesmerized by the sweet, rich taste, Bexley funded and promoted the operation, and the two men entered into business together as the newly incorporated Fizzleworth Phosphate Company, and began bottling and marketing their beloved concoction as Dr. Fizzleworth's Grape Phosphate Tonic. Bexley, however, never got to see the success of his venture as he was shot in the back of the head in 1904 by the notorious outlaw and coward Arizona Harvey Hooper after a dispute during a barroom card game turned violent. Bexley was said to have been dealt pocket twos, still known to this day in professional gambling circles as a Bexley's blunder. Dr. Fizzleworth passed away from numerous unknown ailments shortly afterwards in 1905. Unfortunately, by 1906 the strong hand of the newly formed Food and Drug Administration took issue with some of the ingredients and processes used by the company, and Fizzleworth Grape Phosphate Tonic was quickly pulled off of the market, and all evidence of its existence was promptly covered up. Deeply saddened by the loss of his father, the young Clayton Maxwell Bexley Jr., heir to the Bexley fortune, saw in himself a duty to finish the work that his father and Dr. Fizzleworth had started. Although a young man, just 19 years of age at the time of his father's passing, Bexley II pledged significant amounts of capital from the Bexley oil and railroad coffers towards his father's passion project, a move that was sharply criticized by some of the legacy shareholders of his father's era. The gamble paid off. In 1953, Dr. Fizzleworth's Phosphate Tonic was rebranded and re-released as Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda with a new secret formula on its 50th anniversary, dubbed the Semi-Centennial Celebration, to great regional acclaim. In 1954, Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda won the B.J. Hawksworth Local Advertising Award for their catchy jingle, "Fizzy by the can, fizzy by the case, Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda has the first place taste." They would later go on to sell several thousands of cases of fizzy pop in several states. The success was short-lived, as fate would have it. Three factors ultimately led to the second iteration of Fizco's fall. Changing post-war attitudes towards the Japanese led to the fizzy pop mascot, Shibuya Sato and Sachi, the soda-swiping Siamese twins, being deemed to be in poor taste by the masses. A resentment that would lead to fizzy pop quickly falling from the public's favor once again. Next was the FDA's ban of the harmless artificial sweetener sodium cyclamate, which created a whole score of troubles for the new low-calorie Diet Fizzy Pop line of products. As majority shareholder, Bexley Jr. was adamant that both his beloved mascot and favorite sweetener must stay. There were also some unfounded rumors of Fizco using unethical and inhumane carbonation processes, which Bexley Jr. vehemently denied. Refusing to budge on all fronts, the winds of change eventually forced Fizco's second bankruptcy. In 1954, Bexley Jr. tragically passed away from acute liver, kidney, and stomach failure, ailments he believed, as he wrote in his memoirs, were caused by his lifelong attraction to baked goods and the harsh reality surrounding the degenerative properties of gluten and its toll on the human body. For many decades, the Fizzy Pop brand would remain forgotten, lost to the sands of time. That is, until one day when BSG board member and notorious playboy C.M. Bexley III unearthed 10,000 perfectly preserved crates of pre-war Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda in an abandoned warehouse outside Reno, Nevada during one of his biannual gambling trips. quickly overcome by previously lost memories of his late father speaking fondly of his beloved beverage, he ordered the crates be packed up, shipped, refizzed, and relabeled for sale. What does the future hold for Fizzy Pop Slurpin Soda? Leveraging his expansive portfolio and utilizing a new globalized marketing approach under the direction of Bite-Size Gaming, Bexley III is prepared to begin shipping Fizzy Pop worldwide as soon as Q4 2021. Expect more information in the upcoming Cambodia reports prepared by Richard Fontana and CM Bexley III.